The Grayson County Lady Cougars return home looking to get back into the win column as they host the Hart County Lady Raiders. Hart County in search of their best start in over a decade tonight as they come in with a high-powered offense. Grayson County and Hart County getting ready to get underway here in mere moments. And a good evening and welcome to the Cougar Den for tonight's matchup between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Hart County Lady Raiders. Sam Gormley with you here this evening. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in here on K105 and on K105 Digital Productions. Coming up on our locker room show, we're going to introduce you to both the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Hart County Lady Raiders. We will give you the starting lineups and talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston. And that comes up and more right here on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403-246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are preparing to take on the Lady Raiders of Hart County. Hart County enters the record of 4-1. They are 2-0 already in 18th district play. And they have 3 players on their team that have already scored their 1,000th career points. It starts with Dia Bradley. She is averaging 20.2 points per game. Second leading scorer on the team is Haley Sturgeon, averaging 12.2 points. And Kylie Adcock averages 8.0 points. Leading rebounder in the middle is August Neal. She is averaging 7.2 rebounds per game. This team scores at a high level. And here tonight, you're gonna be seeing 3 really good guards coming out of the backcourt for this Hart County Lady Raiders team. They picked up a win last time out in a district game at LaRue County by a final score of 58-48. Grayson County enters the record of 1-3. They opened up district play with a loss to Edmondson County on Friday. We'll come back and introduce you to them coming up, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSIkids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSIkids. Message produced by Social Security.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are preparing to take on the Hart County Lady Raiders. Grayson County enters this game with a record of 1-3. Their leading scorer is Sydney Perkins. She is averaging 16 points a game. Arissa Riggs, a former Hart County Lady Raider, is averaging 8.2 points and 4.2 rebounds per game. And the story this season for Grayson County has been how consistently can they score. In their 4 games this season, they have scored under 30 points in 3 of them. And in those games, they're 0-3. In the one game that they scored more than 30, they turned in 56 points in a 56-50 win here at the Cougar Den a week and a half ago against John Hardin. It's just getting this consistent offense for Grayson County that's going to be the key to how successful they're going to be this season. And it's going to start with Sydney Perkins and Arissa Riggs. How far they can take them scoring the ball is going to be the key to Grayson County, especially in a game tonight against a Hart County team that can really put some points up on the scoreboard. Grayson County coached by Todd Johnston. He's in his first season with a record of 1-3, of course, and 248 and 162 overall. We'll talk to him next and get his thoughts on the matchup, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister, I can play with my brother, I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
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 Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, you went back and watched film from the Edmondson game. What did you see?
Well, in the first half, we had way too many turnovers, still forcing some shots. Second half wasn't that bad, honestly. We got pretty good shots. Sydney got pushed out 2 or 3 times at 22, 23 feet for some open threes instead of, and that's probably a little bit outside her comfort zone, but was not disappointed at all in our defensive effort. We rebounded with them. I think our stats had them out rebounding us by 1, but it just boils down with us taking care of the basketball, which we only had 19 turnovers, but they didn't press, so that's still too many. And then can we score? Can we score enough that our defense can keep us in it, but can we score enough to get a W? I don't know.
This week, your 8th graders are competing in the GRVC. I know that the 7th graders are tonight in the semifinals and tomorrow the 8th graders. What does that experience do for them when they move into the high school game?
Well, I hope, experience of championship games. You want them to play where there's some pressure on them and they get to come up here and hopefully get to experience that. Obviously, I dress every 8th grader at Edmondson because I wanted them in that environment. Played Kennedy a little bit, but she was the only one. But when you're put in hostile environments or in big pressure situations, it helps for the next time that you're in that situation. So hopefully our 7th grade will get a win tonight and they're in a championship game Thursday. Then our 8th grade's got to win Wednesday, and they'll be in the championship Thursday. So we got 2 good young groups, so it's something to build on. But like I said, we need some of them to be ready right now.
We'll touch on this as well after the game, but before the game, as of this second, your next game is not until 2 weeks from today, after Christmas in Gatlinburg. Does that make you coach different tonight?
No, not really. What it does, and I've already told the girls, I'm really looking forward to a full week of practice. We're not going to find anybody in enough time to have a game Thursday, and possibly we could Saturday. I've put some feelers out, and so far coming up with no games, though, so maybe next week will be different, but if not, we'll take advantage of the practice time because we got to get better at running an offense. We got to be able to score, spread the points out, not rely on Sydney so much. So we're going to have to really work and get to where we can execute in the half-court game.
Hart has 3 players on offense that have scored 1,000 career points. How do you slow that down?
Well, it's going to be hard. The Bradley girl, the point guard's as good as any guard we've seen this year, with maybe the exception of Grimes. I think Grimes might shoot a little bit better, but she's that type of quick, that type of aggressive. And then the Adcock girl is really good. Sturgeon's really good. And again, I think I coached 3,000-point scorers in my whole coaching career, and he's got 3 on one team. So hopefully some things we're going to use defensively can help slow them down, but they're just really good. And maybe if we have one of our good nights, we can keep them in the 50s and hopefully get in the 50s because it's going to take that against them.
Defensively, they look like they switch up defenses a lot, and they will press. It looks like a zone pressure defense. How does your offense work against that?
Well, we've tried a couple different press offenses. Not having a true point guard, we went 4 cross, had everybody in the front court trying to help. Thought that might take some pressure off our guards, but then it gets really congested back there. So now we've switched back to a 2-guard front, try to get our point guard or who's playing point at the time, Briley or Arissa, in the middle and see if we can get them out and go. And we're going to try Sydney on the back line tonight because if we can beat their pressure, Sydney should get some wide open looks from the 3-point line. If we can get her started, get her off to a good start, then we'll be able to hang in there.
How do you pick up a win tonight?
Well, we're going to have to score. We've had one game that we've scored over 30 points, and it's going to take 50 to win. And our defense, I feel okay about it if we can keep them in the 40s. But we're going to have 2 to 3 double-figure scores. Sydney's going to have to get 20, Arissa 15, and see if we can find somebody else to get 10 to give us a chance.
Coach, good luck. We'll have more here coming up in the Locker Room Show after this.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School as Grayson County and Hart County getting ready to get underway. We'll give you tonight's starting lineups. First for the Hart County Lady Raiders. Senior guard Kylie Adcock averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds per game. Junior forward Kenley Christie is averaging 5.4 points and 3.6 rebounds per game. August Neal is a junior forward averaging 3 points and 7.2 rebounds per game, and sophomore Dia Bradley averaging 20.2 points per game. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Junior guard number 5, Arissa Riggs, averaging 8.2 points per game. Sophomore guard number 10, Sydney Perkins, leading the team with 16 points per game. Junior guard number 22, Briley Renfro, 2.2 points per game. Reagan Cave is a senior forward. 2.2 points per game as well, and Allie Jennings, a forward, leads the team with 7.2 rebounds per game. Grayson County and Hart County coming up next here on K105.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
This is my house. This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe.
It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. See.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
And someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
Grayson County and Hart County moments away from getting underway here this evening in what should be a good matchup between two good young teams. Hart County, they do have an experienced backcourt, but boasts one of the top players of the 5th region, Dia Bradley. 3 players who scored over 1,000 career points. For Grayson County, they're very young, and a team, though, that's very young, very hungry, and growing each and every day. Once more, the starting lineup for Hart County, it's Adcock, Christie's, Sturgeon, Neal, and Bradley. And for Grayson County, it is Riggs, Perkins, Renfro, Cave, and Jennings. Play-by-play comes up next right here on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
It's time for basketball in Litchfield. The Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Hart County Lady Raiders moments away from getting underway. Your coaching matchup for Hart County is John Bird. He's in his 9th season with a record of 108 and 113. His assistants are Angela Craddock and David Robbins. For Grayson County, it's Todd Johnston in his first season. 1-3 is the Lady Cougar head coach overall, though 248 and 162. Todd Johnston's assistants are Brian Jones and George Meredith tonight. And over coaching at Grayson County Middle School is Elena Jones, who's head coach of the 7th graders who are playing in the GRVC right now as we speak. It'll be Reagan Cave to tip for Grayson County going up against Haley Sturgeon. And the opening tip is, I guess they're going to say, controlled by Hart County. It went all the way up and came all the way back down. But we are underway here tonight from Grayson County High School. Hart County going to start off working from left to right on your radio dial in the road green jerseys with orange numerals. Down the right lane and stripped away and taken away by Sydney Perkins. Christie at her pocket picked, and Grayson County comes down with it. Lady Cougars will work from right to left. Bradley Renfro, 18-foot jump shot straight away. The bank is not open, and the long rebound is a fight for it on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to stay with the Lady Cougars, who are wearing their home white jerseys with the orange numerals, and it should be Grayson County basketball because the opening tip was controlled by Hart County. There they go. They're going to change it. First, Hart County was starting with the basketball, but assistant coach tonight, Brian Jones, stood up, and he looked right over at one of our officials, Sean Williams, who he knows very well as a football official, and he said, hey, I don't think that's right. Grayson County loses the ball out of bounds, and it is going to stay Lady Cougar basketball. Your officials, though, for tonight's game, Sean Williams, Kenneth Decker, and Brian McElwain. As it'll be a pass in here from Perkins to Arissa Riggs. Riggs is playing against her former team. She used to play for the Hart County Lady Raiders. Renfro drives in down the right lane, throws a wild shot up. It's no good, rebounded by Bradley. Bradley looks to push for the Lady Raiders. Weaves through, shot off the right side's good. Dia Bradley is the top player on this Hart County team. The sophomore is averaging 20.2 points per game. Hart County got to come out in their traditional full court defense. They're going to press most of this game, and it's going to be kind of a shifting between a zone pressure and a man-to-man defense. They will shift it from possession to possession. They're going to go zone here to start off. They're going to double-team Riggs. Back now to Renfro. Renfro swings it over to Perkins. Deep three from the far side. Good! Sydney Perkins knocks in the shot. Grayson County leads 3-2. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. Good start there. It's a good sign when you can see Sydney Perkins. She's the Lady Cougars' leading scorer at 16.0 points per game. Bradley down the left lane and falls down and loses the ball out of bounds as her feet just went right underneath of her and she hit the deck, and it was either going to be a walk or the ball was going to go out of bounds. The official pretty much could pick whichever one he wanted. Renfro will pass the ball into Cave, who will give it right back to her. Breaks the timeline right up the middle. Renfro, jump pass inside to Jennings. Jennings dribbles on the left block, looking for help, and we're going to have a jump ball called underneath. As reaching in to grab that was Kenley Christie for the Lady Raiders, and Hart County is going to get the basketball back. Grayson County on top 3-2, 6:18 to go here in our opening quarter here from Grayson County High School. Dia Bradley breaks the timeline right at the logo. Off to the right wing to Adcock. Adcock gets a screen, takes the three off the screen, and knocks it in. Kylie Adcock's the leading three-point shooter on this team, 27.6%. She leads the team in total threes made as well. Hart County retakes the lead at 5-3. Reagan Cave, a length of the floor, pass to a wide open Sydney Perkins. A three to answer on the far side is off the back of the iron, rebounded long by Christie. Christie looks up the far side of the floor. She's going to pull up a left wing wide open three in transition, is off the mark. Cave comes down with a rebound for the Lady Cougars. Cave gives it off to Renfro. Renfro weaves through off to the near side to Riggs. We mentioned Riggs played her 8th grade and freshman seasons at Hart County High School. Driving down, keeps her dribble going, almost losing it. She's double teamed, finds Perkins on the left wing. Perkins picks up her dribble, throws it out front to Renfro. Renfro gets a screen down the right side, shot's no good. Rebound underneath by Hart County. Christie comes down with it, she gives it off to Bradley. Bradley straight away drives down the left lane, and it is going to be fouled on the floor. I believe Bradley Renfro is who they're going to call this foul on. Sutton Van Meter comes into the game for Grayson County, and taking a seat will be Bradley Renfro. They do call that foul on Renfro. That'll be her first and the team's first. Passing in, and Bradley almost lost it, has to run it down in the near corner on the inbounds pass. Cross court over to the left wing to Neal. Neal crosses it over to the far corner to Christie. Christie nearly loses it out front. Three straight away is just short. Neal almost got the roll, but it's rebounded by Jennings for Grayson County. Riggs speeds it up as she crosses the timeline, gives it back now to Sydney Perkins, who takes a three off the screen. It might have been partially blocked, and on the floor, the rebound is picked up and pulled down by Kylie Adcock. Adcock, an outlet pass down to a wide open August Neal, who misses the layup on the left side. Rebound taken by Van Meter for Grayson County. It is 5-3. Hart County on top. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. Transition, deep three by Riggs is way short. Rebounded by Bradley for Hart County. Dia Bradley speeds up, Euro step, knocked out of bounds by Perkins. Really nice defense by Sydney Perkins as Bradley made a move there with the basketball, trying to bring it down, and when she did, Sydney Perkins just knocked it right out of her hands. Hart County to pass in from underneath of their own basket, and they give it out front to Adcock. Adcock back into the corner to Christie, who will take the three off the screen. It is no good, and rebounded by Perkins for Grayson County, and Perkins is fouled from behind by Neal. For August Neal, that'll be her first, and the team's first. 5-3, Hart County leads. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Lady Cougars' lone points came on the three by Sydney Perkins. Van Meter to pass in this time for Grayson County. Gives it into Cave. Cave looks to break the timeline across the far side, and she is poked and fouled from behind. So they're going to call this foul, I believe, on Sturgeon. It is called on Haley Sturgeon. That is her first, the team's second. John Bird didn't like that call. He held both of his hands out and looked at Sean Williams and said, I don't know that I like that. Riggs to pass in for Grayson. Gets it to the right wing to Perkins, who gives it right back to Riggs. Riggs jump pass inside to Cave on the left block. Takes one dribble, goes up with a shot. It's no good. But Cave is fouled underneath the basket by Hart County. Cave will go to the free throw line as that foul is called on number 5, Kinley Christie. That is her first and the team's third. And Cave will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Reagan Cave at the free throw line this season, 3 of 4. She's tying her left shoe right now. Taking her time as a team. Lady Cougars 66.7% from the free throw line. It's something that they're pretty decent at. They will make their free throws. Cave's first free throw. She dribbles it once, stares down the rim, takes 3 more dribbles, and lets it fly, and it is good. Substitutions into the game here. Riley Renfro will come back in for Grayson County, in for Sutton Van Meter. Hart County yet to go to their bench. Something that John Bird will do is every single player on his roster except for 2 have played in every game. Second free throw is off the mark by Cave, rebounded by Hart County. Lady Raiders looking to push as they give it off to Dia Bradley into the corner, driving near baseline. Dumps a pass off to the left side. Neal misses the layup. Cave comes down with the rebound for Grayson County. Over to the far side to Riggs. Riggs gives it to Renfro, who's left all alone. Renfro at the free throw line, down to the left block. Jennings, who lays it in on the left side. Allie Jennings gives Grayson County the lead back at 6-5. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. That was a great offensive possession for Grayson County. And they took advantage of some defensive lapses by the Lady Raiders. To the near side, wide open. Christie, 3, right wing, makes them pay. Kinley Christie knocks in that open 3, and Hart County immediately retakes the lead at 8-6 with 3:10 to play here in the first quarter. Renfro's got to break the timeline, does across the high side, spins it around, loses it, and into the hands of a Hart County player, Sturgeon. but it's going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to stay with the Lady Cougars. Into the game for Hart County is JC Jetta, who's into the game there for Hart County. And there was one more player that stepped in. I believe it was Zoe Champlain. Riggs loses the ball, has it stripped away. Another fight for it on the floor. Renfro comes down with it, finds help on the right elbow with Jennings. Swings it out. Far side three by Perkins is no good, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Renfro. So possession is going to stay, or rather head towards Hart County. So the two players into the game were JC Jetta and Zoe Champlain. Champlain averaging 1.6 points per game. Jetta is a 3-point specialist. That is number 30 on the left wing. 91.3% of her shots this season come from three-point range. She's going to shoot from there if she gets an open shot. And there she goes on the left wing. She gives it off to Bradley on the far side. Bradley drives far baseline, tries a jump pass inside, shot partially blocked from behind by Jennings. And the rebound is taken here by Bradley Renfro. Renfro, 7 rebounds in the loss to Edmonson County on Friday night. Riggs drives in, shot off the right side is no good. Rebounded underneath and given to Bradley. Bradley weaves through the defense for Hart County. Drives in, flip shot, right side, good, and she'll go to the free throw line. Being fouled by Grayson County underneath. And they're going to call this on Sydney Perkins. That is her first and the team's second, and Dia Bradley will go to the free throw line to try and convert on the and one. Bradley has scored at least 19 points in 4 of her 5 games this season. Her season low is 13 points. She makes that free throw to try and convert on the and one. Her season high is 25. She's the epitome of consistency, coming in averaging just over 20 points per game. Renfro passes into the middle to nowhere, and it's taken away by Jetta. Jetta gives it off to Christie, whose layup is no good, and she gets her rebound back and steps out of bounds. I think Hart County wanted a foul on that, and the official said that she got all ball. Hart County going to set up the full court pressure here for Grayson, and over to the far side. It's taken away by Jetta. Into the middle to Bradley, who spins down the lane and is fouled by Arissa Riggs. And Riggs helps up Jetta on the floor. For Riggs, that is only her first and the team's third. Dia Bradley will go back to the free throw line. She scored her 1,000th career point in the game earlier this season. Last season, she was named All-Fifth Region. If you're named All-Fifth Region, that's really impressive, especially when she was a freshman last year. She makes that first free throw from the charity stripe this season. Bradley leads the team 76.3%. And the 5th region has really good basketball up and down. Bradley makes both free throws, and Hart County's lead is now 13-6 against Grayson County. 1 minute and 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. Into the middle, Perkins runs it down, weaves through, shot, right side, layup, no good. Rebound on the floor. Riggs somehow comes down with it. Out front to Renfro. Renfro, no look pass to Perkins. Deep three, right wing, in and out. Rebounded by Christie for Hart County. Christie comes down the near side. Jump. No, I thought she was passing in. She took a shot. It's no good. And a rebound is taken by Jennings. And she's ramped up from behind for a jump ball. Multiple substitutions on each side. You've got Blankton and Narvaez into the game for Grayson County. Into the game for Hart County, you have Sturgeon, who re-enters, and Emma Smith. Smith averages 1.8 points per game. 1:29 to play here in the first quarter. Dia Bradley does take a seat for the Lady Raiders. It is Hart County ball underneath. Emma Smith to pass. The junior guard slaps the basketball. Gives it over to the far side. Knocked out of bounds. Perkins saves it in the far corner. She's trapped. Didn't have anyone to do, and we're going to have a foul called on the far corner on Hart County. It's going to be called on Emma Smith. That is her first and the team's fourth, as Perkins did a great job sticking her hand in that passing lane and somehow didn't go out of bounds with the basketball. Far side Jennings, she's double teamed back into the middle to Renfro. Renfro trying to keep her head up as she's being chased by 2 Lady Raiders, splits defenders, and almost loses the ball, and she does as she crosses half court. And a loose scram for the ball is going to be out of bounds off of Grayson County, and it's going to be Hart County basketball. 1:13 to go here in the first quarter. It is 13-6. Lady Raiders on top of the Lady Cougars. On the left wing, it is Adcock. Pulls up, 18 feet jump shot, straight away. No good. Rebound off the hands of Blankton. It bounces off a couple players, and finally Jennings comes down with it for the orange and blue of Grayson County. Out front to Perkins. Perkins speeds up as she runs around the far side in the arc, throws a shot up in the lane. It's no good. And the rebound is taken by Jennings. She goes up with a putback and is fouled by Hart County underneath. Foul called on Kylie Adcock. That is her first. And the team's fifth. And to the free throw line will be Allie Jennings. Jennings from the line, 3 of 5 this season. And lets the first one fly, and it is good. I think I touched on this against Edmonson County. Allie Jennings has a really smooth stroke. She just has a really nice-looking free throw stroke. And where we were set up at Edmonson County, we were kind of set up in the end zone, so we could kind of see directly on when she was taking that free throw. That's just really what I saw, and she makes both of those, and she didn't just make both of those. I'm not sure either of those free throws even touched the rim. It is 13-8. Hart County still has the lead, though. 44.7 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Bradley will break the timeline right at the GC logo right in the center. She's back into the game for Hart County. Tries to speed up at the free throw line, gives it off to Jetta. Jetta's a three-point specialist. She drives in, takes only her third shot inside the lane this season, and is blocked by Narvaez. On the far side, Riggs weaves through and has it picked away by Bradley. Bradley up the far side. She's speeding up. Coast to coast goes Dia Bradley, runs over a Lady Cougar underneath, Sutton Van Meter. Van Meter is the charge-taking specialist. Is she going to get rewarded with one this time? She will not. For Van Meter, that is her first and the team's fourth. And Dia Bradley will go back to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. She's 3 of 3 in this game, and you can make that 4 of 4. Bradley also a member of the Lady Raider soccer team, just a multi-sport athlete. She scored 21 goals for the Lady Raiders there, and the craziest thing about that is she makes that second free throw is she wasn't even close to the team lead in that category. The team lead, as we'll talk about that later on, as Sutton Van Meter has an outlet pass down to the right wing to Blanton, who almost walks in the lane, gives it back though to Van Meter. Floater right side is blocked out of bounds by Hart County. The leading goal scorer is her teammate Kylie Adcock, who finished with 48 goals this season, averaging 2.5 goals a game. Really impressive for the Lady Raiders. Riggs has got to pass in and throws it over the far side to Blanton. Blanton does a ball fake jab step into the lane, loses the ball, and it's stripped away and taken away by Bradley. Bradley's shot at the buzzer is no good. And at the end of the first quarter is Hart County 15, Grayson County 8. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Grayson County trails this one 15-8 as we start the second quarter of play. Sam Gormley with you here this evening from Grayson County High School. As while we have a second, I do want to mention that the Lady Cougars were scheduled to play at Madisonville North Hopkins on Thursday and at Hopkins County Central on Saturday. Due to, the horrific weather events that we had over the weekend, including hitting Hopkins County, both of those games have been canceled. So right now, as of this second, the Lady Cougars' next scheduled game is not until December the 28th against Laverne, Alabama in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So it's 2 weeks from today. Grayson County is going to start the second quarter with a basketball and a deficit as Perkins has it straight away. Floater inside the left lane is off the mark. Rebound underneath is a fight for it, and finally it is Jetta that comes down with it. Bradley near side, and hitting the deck is Renfro. Bradley somehow keeps her balance, saves the ball inbounds. Another strip, Renfro comes down with it. as there were a couple of strips there, and finally it is Grayson County that comes down with the basketball out front to Renfro. Renfro swings it over the left wing. Perkins, three is off to the right, and a long rebound is chased down in the far corner by Haley Sturgeon. Sturgeon speeds up down the left lane, goes up with a shot. It is good. Haley Sturgeon gets her name into the scorebook, and Hart County's lead is 17-8 against Grayson County. On the far side, a jump pass down to a wide open Perkins, who misses the layup down the right side. Rebounded by Jetta for Hart County. On the right side, Sturgeon, jump pass over to the far side. A jumper by Smith is knocked in from 18 feet. Emma Smith knocks that in, and Hart County's lead is 19-8 right now. They're keeping in their full court press. Renfro throws the ball away. Jetta's shot is partially blocked by Renfro inside. Bradley gets the rebound. Her putback is up and is blocked by Renfro. But Renfro didn't only just block the ball, she blocked her hand as well. And because of that, Riley Renfro is going to pick up her second foul, and that'll be the team's fifth. Dia Bradley will go back to the free throw line, where she has gone 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. The first one is up, and it is good. Bradley now has 9 points already. She has outscored the Lady Cougars on her own. Second free throw for the sophomore is good. Rattles in. Bradley enters double figures for the 6th straight game. And Grayson County trails 21-8. On the far side, Riggs has it stripped away by Bradley. Bradley down the left lane, passes inside to Smith. Smith tries to give it back outside to Bradley, but before she did that, she took an extra step, and Hart County is going to get the basketball, or Grayson County is going to get the basketball back. They trail 21-8, 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. To pass into Riggs. Riggs down here to the near side to Jennings. Jennings gives it back to the middle to Van Meter, who swings it over to the far side to Riggs. Riggs jump pass to the left side to Jennings, and losing the ball, Jennings, it's a fast break, run out, Sturgeon. Sturgeon picks it up in the corner to Bradley. Bradley on the right wing, back now to Sturgeon. Sturgeon guarded by Jennings, and Sturgeon is going to set it up to Jetta. Jetta on the left wing, back now outside to Sturgeon, who's going to set up the offense here for Hart County in between the logos. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It is 21-8. Hart County on top to Bradley in the near corner, guarded by Van Meter. Bradley with the left hand. Now she is going to set up the offense, gets the call from John Bird, the head coach in his 9th season at Hart County. Bradley drives down the lane, lays it up and in off the right side. Bradley just got to the lane, got all the way to the rim, and laid it in on the right side. Outlet pass down to the right side to Reagan Cave. Cave drives down far baseline, thought about spinning, instead drives it back out towards the far side to Riggs. Riggs shot 10 feet right side, goes in and out. And the rebound is out of bounds off the hands of Allie Jennings. Substitutions into the game here for Hart County. You've got Christy, Adcock, and Neal in for the Lady Raiders. 23-8, Grayson County trails this one against Hart County. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter. To the right side, pass inside to Bradley, who goes high up to get it on the left block. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Cave underneath. Cave into the near corner to Riggs. Riggs keeps her head up. She's looking to push for Grayson County. Riggs on the right wing, angles back here towards the near side and throws it away. She was looking down to the left block to Allie Jennings, but Jennings made a cut towards the hoop. And when she did that, Riggs made the pass, and there was no one there to pick up the pass from the junior Arissa Riggs. 23-8, 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Out front, Sturgeon. Lady Cougars going man-to-man defense, and a deep three straight away is an air ball taken by Kenley Christie. Grayson County is going to get the basketball back as they are looking still for their first points of this second quarter. They are in a big scoring drought. Hart County has started this quarter on an 8-0 run, and they throw the ball away in the backcourt, and Hart County is going to immediately get the basketball back. And this is not looking good here for Grayson. Bradley will break the timeline. Right wing Adcock. Adcock gets a screen, gives it to the right side to Christie, who's left all alone. Christie drives. Nice job by Cave to come over and come back and make sure that she could shut off that baseline drive. Driving in Christie, backs it off into the corner to Adcock on the right wing, being guarded by Riggs. Back now to Christie. Christie guarded by Perkins at the free throw line. Outside, driving in Sturgeon, gets around two Lady Cougars. In the third one, she puts the shot over and it rolls in. Haley Sturgeon has 4 points in the quarter, and Hart County leads 25-8. And now a kick ball at the middle. And Grayson County's offense has gone stagnant here in this quarter. Lady Cougars just, I think this is one of these things, you just try to want to run your best plays. Riggs crosses the timeline, picks up her ball, and a timeout is going to be taken on the floor by Todd Johnston. 25-8, 3:54 to go in the second quarter. It is Hart County with the lead. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. It's 25-8. Hart County leads this one against Grayson County. 3 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the second quarter. We'll try to run down a quick score or two from around the region. With 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the first half, it is Davis County on top of Hancock County 21-20. At the end of the third quarter, it is Whitesville Trinity on top of Apollo 66-61. Try to see what other scores we could bring you. John Hardin and Eatown and girls basketball tied up at 44. That win is looking better and better for Grayson County. They beat the Lady Bulldogs here at the Cougar Den a couple of weeks ago. And it seems like most of the scores that we have to bring you as of right now, I know that Edmondson County lost earlier today to Allen County Scottsville by a final score of 42-39. Out of the timeout, Grayson County has the ball. They trail 25-8. Van Meter gets it out front to Riggs. Riggs jump pass to the far corner to Cave. Cave thought about driving, gets it back deep on the right wing. Now to Riggs. Riggs out front, Van Meter. Van Meter picks up her dribble back now to Riggs. Grayson County needs to get something on offense. It's the 2-3 zone they've not had an answer for, and a jump ball is going to give the ball back to Hart County. Dia Bradley's really good at getting her hands in there and just taking the basketball away. Renfro in, Van Meter out for Grayson County. So on the floor for Grayson, you've got Renfro, Perkins, Riggs, Jennings, and Cave. That's the Grayson County starting lineup, who's back out onto the floor right now. Right side, Adcock. Back inside now to Bradley. Bradley gives it outside deep now to Christie, who gets around the defender, driving down the lane and lays it in on the right side. Kenley Christie. She's got 5 points, and it's 27-8. Grayson County trails this one. Over into the far corner, Perkins. She drives down far baseline, backs it off now to the right wing. Out front to Renfro. Renfro fires a pass over to the far side. Perkins' three is no good. Rebounded underneath by August Neal. Into the middle to Sturgeon. Lady Raiders pushing. Sturgeon coast to coast, splits defenders. The flip shot on the left side is no good. Jennings comes down with a rebound for Grayson County. Onto the right wing to Riggs. Riggs, transition three, right side. It is no good as well. Rebounded by Neal for Hart County. Lady Cougars still looking for their first points of this second quarter of play. They trail 27-8. Three left wing is up. It is short. Rebound on the floor is tapped into the hands of Allie Jennings for Grayson County. Jennings gives it to Renfro. Renfro breaks the timeline at the logo. Renfro with the right hand. A handoff pass, Perkins. Perkins between the legs dribble, drives down, gets around the defender, and is fouled by about 3 Hart County players. And Sydney Perkins will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul is called on Kenley Christie. That is her second. Team 6, Sydney Perkins to the line. She will shoot 2. She's an 80% free throw shooter this season and misses the first one. Emma Smith back into the game for Hart County. Made a nice 18-foot jump shot on the far side. Second free throw coming for the sophomore. Perkins is no good. She misses them both. Rebounded by the Lady Raiders. It is 27-8. Grayson County trails 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Outside Bradley. Bradley dribbles here with the left hand. 4-round one look, and now they're going to move it around. Is Hart County. Some motion offense for the Lady Raiders. Nope, they're going to shift back now to another 4-round look. Inside pass to Sturgeon. Sturgeon gets around, blocked by Cave. A jump ball instead is the call. And Cave took a little bit too much on the block, and it's going to be a jump ball regardless. Grayson County is going to get the basketball back. 27-8, they trail Hart County. Into Jennings. Jennings bumped by Bradley, no whistle, and they throw it away, and it is run down by Perkins. Perkins gives it in the middle to Renfro. Renfro outlet pass to Cave, who reaches out with the right hand to grab it. To Riggs. Riggs inside. Jennings layup right side. No good. Rebound underneath is going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to be taken here by Hart County. 27-8, 1 minute and 38 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Grayson County has been outscored here 12-0 in this second quarter. 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bradley. Handoff pass now to Sturgeon. Sturgeon gives it back now to Bradley. Lady Raiders in no rush. Now they're going to speed it up. Sturgeon to Adcock in the far corner. Adcock takes it over to the left wing. Back out front Sturgeon. Sturgeon back to Adcock. Deep three. Left wing. Good. A really deep three taken there by Kylie Adcock. It's her second three of the game. And Hart County's lead is 30-8. Three off the screen by Perkins is good. That ends the bleeding for Grayson County. Sydney Perkins has 6 points. And Grayson County's 7+ minute scoring drought ends. And it is 30-11 to the free throw line. Sturgeon off to the left wing. A wide open three is short. Coming down with the rebound is Renfro. Renfro weaves through the Hart County defense to the left wing to Cave. Cave gets around the defense, drives in, goes up with a layup. It is good. That's a really nice play by Reagan Cave. She just took it down the lane and laid it in on the left side. It is 30-13, 28 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Bradley's got to break the timeline. Got to presume that Hart County might hold for the final shot. Bradley thought about taking a deep three. Sturgeon thought about taking a deep three. She drives in, gives it back now to Bradley. 12 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Right side Sturgeon, back now to Bradley. Straight away with 7 seconds. Off to a three on the left wing is no good. Just getting part of the rim. The rebound and the putback is no good. Bradley's putback off the right side is no good. Rebounded by Grayson County. And that is the end of the second quarter. It is Hart County leading this one against Grayson County 30-13. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den, where Grayson County trails this one 30-13 at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, we will run down the scores from around the region. Hopefully, we'll try to find you an update from the Cougar boys game. They're playing at Todd County Central tonight. I haven't seen a score come through, but I'll try to do some digging and see if we can't find you an update from that game. We'll also run down some other scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and more, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their Feel Better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your Feel Better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where Hart County leads 30-13 at the half. Try to run down a score or two from around the region. I know that we are going to try to bring you an update from the Grayson County-Todd County game. I do know that if you are watching with us on K105 Digital Productions or listening to our call and you have an update, maybe you're at the Cougar boys game and you can give us one, send us a tweet at K105 Sports Radio, K105 Sports, or you can leave us a comment on Facebook or YouTube if you have an update on that. I know that we're going in deep into our sources to try and see if we can't go in deep into our sources down in Todd County. That's who Grayson County is playing. As I know, I talked to Cougar football head coach Brian Jones here at before the game. As of course, Coach Jones was the head coach at Todd County Central for football for about 6 years prior to coming to Grayson County. So I said, is this the Brian Jones Bowl tonight between these two teams? And he laughed, and I know he says that he really enjoyed his time when he was at Todd County Central High School. Other scores that I can bring you, a game that would matter to you if you are a Hart County fan. LaRue County, and I think this is boys basketball, leads Greene County 49-38. And boys basketball, Edmondson County leads Allen County Scottsville 19-14. That score is at the end of the half. And at halftime, Davis County leads Hancock County 25-24. And there was one more score I wanted to be sure, see if a final had come through, and nothing has come through yet. But Whitesville Trinity was leading Apollo by a few at the end of the third quarter. I haven't seen a final come through of that game. We'll take a break, come back, as this is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now you don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house. This is my house. This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe.
It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated.
See.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
When someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County trails this one 30-13 at the half. Right on the scoring from this game, first for Hart County, Dia Bradley leads the way. She's got 12 points, 6 points for Kylie Adcock, 5 for Kinley Christie, 4 for Haley Sturgeon, and 2 for Emma Smith. And for Grayson County, Sydney Perkins led the way with a pair of threes. She had 6 points, 4 points for Allie Jennings, and 3 points for Reagan Cave. Grayson County trails this one 30-13 at the half, and really when you look at this, a 17-point deficit is going to be a lot for Grayson County, but you can learn a lot about your team here in these next couple of minutes, as you can learn a lot about how this team is going to come together as a team. You know, I think it's such a thing. It's such an easy thing to say, but you've got to find a way just to go piece by piece. And, you know, in a lot of ways, like Todd Johnston told us before the season even started, they're just looking for progress. They are not looking necessarily for – they're not necessarily looking for – I don't want to say that they're not looking for wins, because obviously Todd Johnston wants to win every game he wants to play, but he wants to see that this team, from the first second that this game started, and between that team and the team when the buzzer sounds the end of the night, is a better team at the end of the night. And I think that's really what he wants to see. Grayson trails 30-13. Second half's next here on K105.
When someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit KY School Report Card.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County is going to start the second half with the basketball. They trail 30-13. They already tried to pass it in once, but Hart County knocked it out of bounds. And got some whistles blowing here as okay, I guess we're good. They blew the whistle for a second. I didn't know what the call was, but Grayson County's going to start with the basketball. Working from left to right, they trail 30-13 here, and Hart County's speeding up the defensive pressure. Riggs breaks it inside to Jennings, who tries to pass it out front. Bradley originally had stolen it, but lost the ball. Jennings picked it up and is fouled from behind by Hart County. And that foul's called on Haley Sturgeon. That is her second. Team's first here of the second half, and now they throw the ball away on the inbounds. Hart County comes down with it, an outlet pass down to Bradley. Coast to coast, the layup on the right side is good. Dia Bradley's got 14 points, picking up where she left off, and Hart County immediately cooking into this full court pressure, and it's taken away by Bradley. Bradley down to the left side, and a foul is going to be called as Haley Sturgeon caught it. She went up for the shot, and Jennings tried to strip it away, but instead is going to pick up the foul. I believe that is who they called that on. It is called on Allie Jennings. That is her first, and the team's first to the line will be Haley Sturgeon. The first one is good. Sturgeon, along with Kylie Adcock and Dia Bradley, all have scored their 1,000th career points. And did we have a timeout? No, we did not. Todd Johnston's platooning right now. He's putting his young players into the game. He's got Brooklyn Dennis, Ella Narvaez, Isabel Blanton, Carla Childress, and Sutton Van Meter. He obviously did not like what he saw from his team. He platoons it. The second free throw is good by Haley Sturgeon. She makes them both. But as I mentioned, Adcock, Sturgeon, and Bradley, all with over 1,000 career points for Hart County. As Todd Johnston said in the open, he only coached 3 1,000 career points players in his career, and Hart County has 3 on the same team. Fight for it in the backcourt. Sutton Van Meter is wrapped up by Sturgeon, and a jump ball is going to keep possession with, or it is going to head towards Hart County. I thought that there was another possession there. Hart County is going to get the basketball 34-13. They're on top. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Out front to Bradley. Bradley will do a handoff pass Sturgeon. Sturgeon swings it over to Adcock on the right wing. Back out front now to Sturgeon. Sturgeon off to Bradley. Bradley weaves in. Floater with the right hand is no good, and a fight for the rebound is going to be a jump ball. Really nice play there by Narvaez as she came down with the basketball with Sturgeon. And the freshman who's played very limited minutes has 3 rebounds on the season. And Grayson County, again on the floor, you have Van Meter, Childress, Blanton, Dennis, and Narvaez. Out front it is Childress, who's only played in 1 career game. It was the first game of the season against Breckenridge County. Blanton, floater inside the lane, is off to the left, rebounded by Dennis, putback's good! Brooklyn Dennis, her first career varsity points, her first career varsity rebound, and she's going to go to the line to try and make it her first career free throw. What a play there by Brooklyn Dennis. She was looking exactly like her older sister, Brianna. And the free throw's good for Brooklyn Dennis. 3 points there for Dennis, 34-16. Grayson County still trails this one, but that's a major positive in this. Lady Cougars going zone here, driving far baseline. And driving in now, backing it off is Christie. Christie, a handoff pass to Adcock, who takes the 3. It is no good, rebounded by Childress for Grayson County. Childress, an outlet pass to Blanton. Blanton will cross the timeline and carries it. Carries it, double dribble. It really didn't matter what the call was. Whatever it is, it's going back to Hart County. Todd Johnston, again, just a few moments ago, made the switch, the platoon switch to go with his young team into the game. I mean, I say young very liberally because his entire team is very young, but he platoons it and goes to what I guess he could classify as the team that I think started JV later today. Inside, swinging it around, nice ball movement for Hart County. A 10-foot floater from the far side is good by Kylie Adcock. Adcock's got 8 points. Hart County leads by 20, 36-16. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. On the right side, Childress. Childress almost has it poked away by Bradley, and this time she has it poked away in another jump ball, and Brooklyn Dennis comes down with it. As Grayson County is going to give the ball back here to Hart County. Onto the right side, Adcock thought about a deep 3. Out front now, interior pass. Swinging it inside, and a pass down to the right block to August Neal. And she somehow gets it outside. A 3 on the left wing by Bradley is no good. Childress comes down with a rebound for Grayson County. Childress keeps her feet up, and it's a double dribble called in the backcourt. Now Hart County is going to go with a platoon substitution of their own. So into the game, you've got Jetta, Champlain, Jeffries. I said Jetta, Champlain, Jeffries, Smith, and there is one more player. She's hiding somewhere out on the floor as we'll try to give it to you. There's a 3 by Smith near side. It is no good. The player is Thompson, who's into the game. And the rebound is out of bounds off of Narvaez, and Grayson County is going to give the ball back here to Hart County. 36-16, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. To pass in, down to the right block, blocked out of bounds. And looking towards the near side was Emma Smith. She wanted a foul. Sean Williams, the official, shook his head, said that was all ball. Hart County to pass in. They give it into the near corner to Jetta. She'll take the 3 near side. It is no good. Rebounded by Narvaez for Grayson County. Gives it off to Van Meter. Van Meter will break the timeline across the far side. Van Meter speeds up. Free throw line jump pass down here to the near side to Blanton. Blanton drives in. Floater taken by Dennis. The putback is no good. Rebounded by Hart County. And they give it off to Jetta. Jetta gives it back into the middle to Jeffries. Jeffries breaks the timeline, pulls it up over to the right wing to Thompson. Thompson off to the left side. Out front, swinging it around is Jetta. Jetta gives it back down to Jeffries. Jeffries over to the left wing to Smith. Smith out front to Jeffries. Jeffries picks up her dribble looking for help. Finds it into the near corner to Thompson. Thompson back out front, Jeffries. 4:10 to go here in the second quarter. It is 36 to 16. A three by Jetta is no good. Long rebound, tapping her out, bouncing around like a pinball, and finally gets pulled down by Jeffries. Jeffries gives it outside to Jetta. Jetta again is the three-point specialist. Jeffries drives far baseline, spins it around, and is going to pick up the basketball. Out front, off to the left wing to Jetta. Jetta into the corner. Now back outside to her on the left side. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Hart County leads this one against Grayson County 36 to 16. 3 straight away is an air ball by Jeffries, and Grayson County is going to get the basketball back. 36 to 16, 3 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in the third quarter. You got some substitutions into the game for Grayson County. You've got Gracie Eskew and Kennedy Green, so 2 8th graders into the game. We want to wish the 8th graders good luck as they are going to be competing in the GRVC tournament that will be held tomorrow as they're going to be playing against McLean County. That'll be tomorrow evening. As driving near baseline is Van Meter, and she is bumped and fouled by Smith. For Smith, that is her second and the team's second. And to the free throw line will be Sutton Van Meter. Van Meter, this is her first trip to the charity stripe this season, and the first one is good. Van Meter has done a very good job at taking charges. You got another sub into the game, Lexi Barber, in for Hart County, and Kennedy Reynolds. As Todd Johnson's going very deep to his bench here as Van Meter knocks in both free throws. 36 to 18. Hart County still doubling up the Lady Cougars. Reynolds passes off to the left wing to Jetta. Jetta gives it out front now to Reynolds. Reynolds, deep three over to the far side. The bank is not open for Emma Smith. Rebounded by Van Meter. Van Meter up across the far side and goes back here towards the near side. Picks up her dribble straight away to Blanton. 18-foot jump shot is no good long. And the long rebound is chased down by Barber in the far corner. Barber gives it over to the far side to Reynolds. Reynolds speeds up and runs into her own man and walks with it. Grayson County's going to get the basketball back here, 36-18. Hart County on top, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Do have a final score to bring you as I look down in boys basketball. Whitesville Trinity defeats Apollo 92 to 81. 18-foot jump shot straight away by Van Meter is no good. Rebounded on the floor by Hart County. Champlain comes down with it. Champlain gives it to Smith. Smith runs over Van Meter, who gets hit hard on the play. And you heard that thud. It might have picked up on my microphone right here. Van Meter's going to get called for a block. That is her second in the team second. I'll tell you what, Sutton Van Meter, very much like Jaron Van Meter, is willing to put her body on the line. Jaron Van Meter is her older brother. I know that Jaron is, as the free throw is up and good, banking it in is Emma Smith. She's now 2 of 5 from the free throw line this season, but Jaron Van Meter is maybe 5'3" on a good day. He might be 5'4", but he doesn't play that way. As it's off the back of the iron, and the rebound is by Blanton, and she is going to walk with it because she went down to her knee and stood back up with it, and it's going to give the basketball back to Hart County. But Van Meter, he's small, but he's honestly, like, when you look at the Grayson County's football team last year, he's like the one guy that you didn't want to pick a fight for because he's tough, and you're seeing that same thing with Sutton Van Meter. Tough, physical, and not going to back down. And that's the kind of player that I'm sure if you ask Todd Johnston, he would love 15 Sutton Van Meters when it comes to that because she's tough. Interior pass is knocked away by Kennedy Green. It's off to Blanton. Blanton down the near side, goes up with a shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Reynolds for Hart County. Reynolds, an outlet pass down to Smith, whose layup is no good, and she takes a really hard fall, an awkward hard fall, and lucky to see that she's helped up there by Kennedy Green. And the way she fell, I'm shocked that she's getting up. The only way that I can use to describe it is it's a very awkward fall. And the foul is called on Kennedy Green. That is her first, team's third. And to the line is going to be Emma Smith. She's 1 of 2 in this game. Free throw is up and good by Emma Smith. do like today you got the Rowdy Cougs who are here, and they may be small in number, but they're into it. I know you got a couple football players I can recognize over there. They're into the game here, and they're cheering on their Lady Cougars as the second free throw is good. It is 39-18. Hart County leads 2:05 to play here in the third quarter. Van Meter at the volleyball line. As over to the right wing, Blanson, three up, good! Isabel Blanson knocks in the three on the right side. She gets her name into the scorebook, 39-21. Into the near corner, driving near baseline. Smith throws up a wild shot. It is no good. Miller had the rebound go off of her hands for Grayson County. The putback inside's no good. Another putback by Barber is no good by Hart County. A long rebound is chased down by Reynolds. Reynolds just throws a shot up, and she walks with it before she threw that shot up. And I kind of like this here by John Bird. He recognized that Todd Johnston was going to his younger players, and he went into his younger players as well. And I like that because it does no good, really, for your varsity players to go up against a very, very young Grayson County team. As Haley Miller on the left wing, she takes the three. It is no good. Rebound underneath by Kennedy Green. Her putback is partially blocked by Barber, who gets the rebound underneath. She's double-teamed and tries to find help here to the near side to Jetta. But what I was saying is I like that he's putting in his younger players. Experience is huge, and you can't coach experience. As there's a three on the near side, in and out by Smith. Long rebound by Reynolds. Reynolds to Barber on the right side, back out to Reynolds. Three, left side is no good by Jetta, rebounded by Kennedy Green. Green gives it over to the far side to Van Meter. Van Meter drives in, picks up her dribble to the near side to Blanton. Blanton drives in, floater is an air ball, rebounded by Barber underneath. 43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hart County leads 39-21. Into the near corner, ball fake, Smith. Outside to the left wing to Reynolds. Reynolds going to set up the offense here for the Lady Raiders of Hart County. Interior pass is off the hands of Hart County. They're going to throw it away and almost running it down in the corner. Got more subs into the game here for Grayson County. You have Lexi Logston who's into the game, and also Addie Hodges. Addie Hodges getting her first varsity minutes. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Logston, Hodges, Miller, Green, and SQ. And they throw the ball away, and it is going to be over and back. This is the 8th graders out on the floor for Grayson County. Todd Johnston putting his team out there. They're playing in the GRVC semifinals for middle school tomorrow evening. I'm sure he's just going to give him some moments, let him see what he can't get out of this 8th grade team. Passing out front to Reynolds. Reynolds drives in. Nice move to the basket. Too hard on the layup. Rebounded by Green underneath. And Green is fouled from behind by Hart County. And they're going to call that foul on Kennedy Reynolds. That is her first and the team's third. Lexi Logston will pass in to Haley Miller, who will break the timeline and takes a shot at the buzzer. It is no good. I even didn't realize there was less time on the clock as there was. And Haley Miller takes the shot. It's no good. At the end of the third quarter, it is 39-21. Hart County leads. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Welcome back. We start the fourth quarter. Both teams going back with their starters as both teams played a lot of that game with their JV team that third quarter. And we have a foul called on the inbounds pass called on Haley Sturgeon. That is her third and the team's fourth. It is Hart County 39, Grayson County 21. 7:55 to go. So Grayson going with Renfro, Riggs, Perkins, Jennings, and Cave. As Renfro over into the far corner. and tries to find Riggs. Riggs jump pass to the near side. Perkins, right wing three is up, and it is short. Rebounded by Bradley, who's back into the game for Hart County. Bradley speeding up down the right side, poked away by Perkins from behind, and she knocks it out of bounds. Nice defense there by Sydney Perkins on the inside. To pass this in from underneath is Christie. She does a pass inside to Sturgeon, and Sturgeon on the drive is fouled. And that foul's called on Sydney Perkins. That is her second, and the team's fourth. To the line is Haley Sturgeon, 1,386 career points. She misses the first free throw for the senior. She's the leading returning scorer and has led the team in scoring for 4 straight seasons. Her 8th grade freshman, sophomore, and junior season, she led the Lady Raiders in scoring. She misses both free throws there, and the rebound is taken by Briley Renfro for Grayson County. So Sturgeon misses both free throws. Renfro straight away, almost has it tipped away. Renfro gains it back, though, and now a loose ball this time will be taken away by Sturgeon. Sturgeon down the near side is fouled by Renfro. The official at first thought it was going to go intentional, but I think realized that it wasn't. He at first almost was making the move as if to go intentional. I think it was a good no intentional call. For Renfro, that is her third and the team's 5th, and to the line will go Haley Sturgeon one more time. Sturgeon's first free throw is no good. She's now missed 3 straight free throws. Hart County picked as the number 6 team in the 5th region this season by the Cats Paws, and with a win that appears that is what they're well on their way to do. As the second free throw is good. They have their best start since the 2010-2011 season. This is a good Hart County team. Good guards, good rebounding. I think they could do some damage in the 5th region, as we of the Lady Cougars have already seen 2 other 5th region teams this year, and this is a good team. Perkins thought about taking a 3 off the screen, gives it to Riggs, 18-foot jump shot, right side, good. Riggs puts her name into the scorebook. 40-23, under 7 minutes to go here in tonight's game. Bradley straight away with the basketball. Lady Cougars going man-to-man defense. Bradley down the lane, a wide open shot at it, and she takes it down and lays it in on the left side. Dee Bradley's got 16 points, 42-23. Hart County leads Grayson County. Renfro on the right wing. Tries to get an interior pass to Perkins, and it is off her hand, and it's going to go back towards Hart County basketball. Again, we're trying to see if we can't bring you a score from the Grayson County boys as they're taking on Todd County Central. Our efforts are without luck right now. So if you're listening with us right now and you have an update and you want to send it to us at K105 Sports, as the interior pass is out of bounds. As trying to find the inside was Christie. She was trying to find Sturgeon, who was cutting down the far baseline. But Sturgeon didn't make the cut quite quick enough. But if you have an update from the Cougar boys game, send us a tweet at K105 Sports. And we'd love to try and bring an update from that game. Perkins, near side shot is up, no good, little long, and the rebound is chased down out of bounds off of Bradley Renfro. I know Ethan Hull, one of the starting offensive linemen for the Cougar football team, who's leading the Cougar student section on the far side, he was trying to convince the officials that it was not off of Bradley Renfro, and sadly Sean Williams didn't listen to him. And knowing Sean, I know he has really a good relationship with everybody. He's driving in, the shot is no good. Rebound put up off the right side is good on the inside by August Neal. That's her first basket of this game. 44-23, 5 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Into the near corner, Riggs throws the pass away, and it is taken away here by Sydney Perkins, or it is off the hands of Sydney Perkins, and it is going to be Hart County basketball. 44-23, 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Dia Bradley straight away with the basketball. Gets a handoff pass now to Sturgeon. Sturgeon has the ball here with the left hand. Out front now to Bradley. Bradley over to the right wing to Christie. Christie drives in, now backs it off into the far corner. Taken away here by Perkins. Perkins weaves through, loses the basketball. A fight for it on the floor is one down here by Hart County. Over on the far side, Christie. Christie drives through, picks it up, hands it off now to Bradley. Bradley driving it off now. Kicks it into the near corner to Adcock. 3, left wing, no good. Rebound put up and in on the right side by Kenley Christie, who lays it in. She has 7 points. And it is 46-23. Hart County with a lead against Grayson County. 4 minutes and 48 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. A fight for it on the floor as Grayson County loses the ball again. A jump ball is going to send the ball right back here to Hart County, who's going to go deep to their bench one more time. As Grayson County is going to go deep to their bench as well. We've got full substitutions on both sides, so we'll try to bring you every player that's coming into the game. For Grayson County, you've got Blanton, Eskew, Green, Van Meter, and Narvaez. For Hart County, you've got Jeffries, who's got the ball. She'll give it out front to Jetta, who's back into the game. It's a handoff pass to Thompson. Thompson off inside. Floater is blocked by Green on the inside. That was blocked by Eskew. Out to Green, coast to coast. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Kennedy Green. As she runs over J.C. Jetta, Sean Williams puts the hand behind the head and says that she was out of control, and that is an offensive foul. 46-23, 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. For Green, that is her second, team's 6th. On the far side, Jeffries with the basketball, and a timeout is going to be taken by Hart County. Will take it with them. 46-23, 4:13 to go. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Grayson County trails this one 46-23, 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in tonight's game. Sam Gormley with you. Of course, if you missed us at the open, we mentioned that Grayson County's 2 games later this week at Madisonville and at Hopkins County Central on Thursday and Saturday respectively have both been canceled. And the inbounds pass is going to be a fight for it, and a jump ball is going to send the ball towards Grayson County. So nice defense there on the out of bounds, and they are going to get the basketball back. But that is due, since they're both heading to Hopkins County, who had the horrible destruction in the Dawson Springs area. Both teams decided to cancel, and obviously they are dealing with more than we could even imagine. So our thoughts are with all of them that were affected in Hopkins County and all of the other counties across the state that were affected by this past weekend's storms. As the pass is saved in bounds by Eskew, as she almost lost it for Grayson County, and on the floor another jump ball. This time is going to send the basketball towards Hart County way, as it'll be Hart County basketball, 46-23, 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Jeffries breaks the timeline, gets a screen, takes it out front. On the right wing, we've got a handoff pass now to Smith. Smith off to the left side, driving in inside the lane, blocked in the inside by Grayson County's Kennedy Green. Off to Sutton Van Meter, who slows and spins at the left side. Her left elbow shot is no good. A long rebound on the floor is going to be, you guessed it, another jump ball. I do have one score to bring you. It's not a Cougar basketball score, but the 7th grade Lady Cougars have advanced and won their GRVC semifinal game against Hancock County by a final score of 38-32. They will play in the GRVC championship on Thursday. And an over and back is going to be the call here, and it's going to give the basketball back here towards Hart County. 46-23, 3:07 to go in the fourth quarter. So congratulations to the 7th grade Lady Cougars. The 8th grade Lady Cougars will play tomorrow in the semifinals. A 3 on the far side is in and out, rebounded underneath, and it is run down by Hart County, as at first they had it stripped away and ran it back. Jeffries will have the basketball for the Lady Raiders. Jeffries, a handoff pass to Smith. Smith will back it off now. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. On the left elbow, And an interior pass knocked away and run back down. Jeffries gains it back. Jeffries passes down to the left block to Champlain, who wasn't ready for it, and went right between her legs. And it's going to go back here and be Grayson County basketball. Into the game for Hart County, Lexi Barber, and I believe Kennedy Reynolds was the other player to the game for Hart County. And I did see that the 7th graders will play Ohio County. That game will be Thursday in the GRVC Championship. Good luck to them, and obviously you've got the storylines right themselves in that one, as Narvaez has the basketball to the free throw line to Blanton, who as it gains it back, almost had it stripped away, and this time a foul is going to be called on the Lady Raiders. This is called on Kennedy Reynolds on the inside. That is the team's 6th foul, so both teams are going to shoot free throws the remainder of this game, but Ohio County is coached by Ted Hill, coached by Amber Hill in the Ted Hill program, who was Grayson County's coach last year. Kennedy Green shot off the right side is no good. Long rebound chased down by Blanton in the corner. Blanton drives in, blocked out of bounds by Champlain for Hart County. I do have a score here to bring you. At the start of the 4th quarter, the Cougar boys are down to Todd County Central 32-30. I want to thank Beth Childress for giving us that update from Todd County High School tonight. So again, the Cougar boys down 32-30 as they start the 4th quarter of play. Childress chases it off to the left wing. Spins it around, gives it out front to the new player into the game for Grayson County, who is Hodges. Loses the ball and a foul on the scrum for the ball. As multiple players came into the game, you've got Lexi Logston into the game for Grayson County. Carla Childress back in, Haley Miller, Brooklyn Dennis, and Hodges. Inside, splitting defender, shot off the left side is no good by Reynolds. She gets the rebound back and gives it out front now to Jetta. Jetta thought about taking a 3 to Reynolds here. 1:37 to play here in the 4th quarter. It is 46-23. Hart County leads. Out front, driving in, handing it back now to Barber. Barber swings it to Jetta on the left wing. Jetta being guarded by Miller. Out front, and driving in and walking with it, and possession is going to head back here towards Grayson County. 46-23, 1:22 to go. Out front, it is Hodges over to Logston on the left wing. Hodges has it back, floater inside the lane, partially blocked and taken away. Now a jump ball as the rebound was taken in by Reynolds. There's Brooklyn Dennis going in there to grab it. You know what, Brooklyn Dennis has only played a couple of minutes, but I like what I've seen from her. She's playing very well, and I like when I see that from younger players when they take advantage of the playing time when they get it. Driving in at the free throw line, Reynolds. Pass into a cutting player, Champlain, who can't get it to finish on the right side. On the ball and on the rebound, it is going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to head back towards Grayson County. If there was a state record for jump balls, we'd be coming close to it tonight. 46-23, 40 seconds to go. The final 40 seconds here of this game. It's over to the left wing to Logston. Logston gives it back out front to Hodges. Hodges tries to give it back, and it is on the floor. Saved in bounds into the hands of Dennis, who lays it in on the right side. Brooklyn Dennis has 5 points in the game. 46-25, Hart County will presumably just run this clock out, but you got your younger players in there. I don't mind them trying to get a shot off. Jetta drives in, throws a shot up. It's no good. The rebound and the putback by Champlain is in. She gets her name into the scorebook. 5 seconds on the clock. Carla Childress breaks the timeline. She's going to take a heave at the buzzer. It is no good. The ball goes out of bounds before the buzzer sounds, but neither team is going to be too upset about that. The final score tonight, Hart County wins this one by a final score of 48-25. We'll come back and wrap it up after this, as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 48-25 against Hart County. We get ready to jump into our fifth quarter show. Coming up on the fifth quarter show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston, run down the scores from around the region and the scores from this game. Again, the final score tonight, Hart County 48, Grayson County 25. We'll come back, jump into the fifth quarter show after this. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSIkids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSIkids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house. This is my house. This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
On K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 48-25. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. And Coach, halfway through that third quarter, you made the decision to, as I described it, platoon, where you kind of ran in a brand new team. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, I wasn't happy with the effort and the concentration of our first five. It started probably at the beginning of the second quarter, where we just started handing them the ball again. We forgot to execute. So I was really disappointed in their effort in the second quarter. So I got some of them out then, and I told them at halftime they would have the first couple minutes to at least fight. If we miss shots and we miss layups, as aggravating as it is and frustrating, they don't miss them on purpose. They're trying, but then that affected everything else. When we were missing layups and missing our jump shots, our free throws, then that affected the effort. And for the first time this year, I felt like that happened. And then we dropped our heads and we're pouting and feeling sorry for ourselves a little bit. And again, I think that was the first time I've seen that this year. And, we have battled and fought the other games when we still don't make shots, but we didn't tonight. And that was really disappointing to me. And gave them a chance to start the third quarter, and it didn't get any better. And then I thought our young girls came in and they did fight. And, I thought we got some good things out of Isabel and Sutton and Brooklyn Dennis. And some of them played really well and played hard. And I can live with that. I can live with losing. I've been beat enough in my career that it's not fun, but you live with it as long as your kids are giving you effort. And I was really disappointed with our first five tonight.
You mentioned one of the players that I wanted to ask about, because what I always love is every coach has done what you did. And I always love because it allows for a player to take an opportunity and make a moment out of it. And I thought Brooklyn Dennis was the one that really stood out. I mean, she comes away with 5 points, and she came in and immediately got you, I think it was a rebound, put back, laid it in, got fouled, and made her free throw. And as a coach, does it get any better than that?
No, it really doesn't. And, she's someone, she plays really stiff, and we've tried to get her to loosen up and get a little bit more fluid in her movements, and that would make her quicker. But she moves like she's afraid of making mistakes, so we've told her to just try to play. And tonight she was really good up and down the floor running, and we're trying to get her to leave her feet a little bit more because she plays flat-footed a lot. But she did a great job. And when she comes in and plays a 5 spot, whether she starts JV or for us, she's supposed to rebound for us and play good defense. And she was good tonight. She did that really well. I liked the effort of the 8th graders from Kennedy and Gracie. I thought they did some really good things inside. Gracie got a couple block shots. Kennedy still gets pushed around a little bit, but she's still the most athletic girl we have in our program, and it's not particularly close either. So what we've got to do moving forward is, we've got some upperclassmen that, skill-wise, they're more advanced than the 8th graders, but I've got to find a balance because these young girls are going to need to play. They're going to need time to play, and so I'm going to have to start trying to find more playing time for them. And, when you're getting beat like we have, it's easy to find playing time, but I want them to find some meaningful minutes. I need them to experience a tight game, but unfortunately we haven't been able to do that.
You mentioned the young players, and I'm not sure you even know this yet, but your 7th graders won 38-32.
Good.
And they are headed now to the championship game. I know these 8th graders are getting ready to play tomorrow against McLean County, I believe.
Yeah.
And then they would play on Thursday as well. I kind of touched on this before the game as well, but that's got to feel good that the program, at the bottom is starting to win a lot.
Well, and that's true. And again, it's great experience for them. And, from top to bottom, the best guards skill-wise are in that the 7th grade group. And it's not disrespectful to anybody up here that's playing, but they have just played longer and more, and they have more, and their instincts are really good. So that 7th grade group's a good group. The 8th grade group's a good group. Unfortunately, Lucy, who's one of the best 8th graders, rolled her ankle in the JV game and didn't go back in after halftime, and I couldn't play her tonight. I hope she's able to play because she's a big part of what the 8th graders do. So hopefully we didn't run that for her or anybody else. But I do like our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and got some players there that with experience and a lot of skill work, which is what we're lacking right now at the high school. That'll be a good group.
Got 2 more things for you. First one I'll start off with is that we again kind of touched on beforehand, is that as of 8:47 on December the 14th, your next game is not until, I think, 10:30 Central on December the 28th. Good thing sometimes, I know. How do you make it a good thing over these next 2 weeks if you don't end up playing?
Well, I'll have to be very strategic in our practices. It's not going to be fun to practice for 2 straight weeks, so we'll try to find a day or 2 off through there. But, man, it's execution with us. It's ball fakes, it's shot fakes, it's dribble drives. It's all the skill work that we do every day, but now we can do it for an extended period of time. But, we still don't execute. We don't run anything particularly well. So we have got to find a half-court offense in our man that we can run. Didn't see much man tonight, so I wasn't too concerned about it. I didn't think we would. But tomorrow it's going to be man offense and zone offense and execution. And penetration against gaps and just teaching them the basic stuff that when I say it to them, they look at me like it's Spanish, like I'm talking in Spanish, and they just don't grasp what I'm telling them. And that's my fault. I've got to work harder with them and get them to understand what I want out of them. And we didn't have our best penetrators against the zone tonight was Isabel and Sutton, 2 freshmen. The older group wasn't very good at it, and we kept getting pushed farther and farther out and taking our shots farther and farther out. And when that happens, you're not going to like the result.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, Friday night, you get the 2001 recognition night. Collins and Chris Gaither bringing his team in. You were the coach of that team. I know that team, Chris Gaither, infinitely times better than Travis Johnston, right?
Absolutely. Not even close.
But as a coach, how much fun is that going to be?
It's a lot of fun. And, Coach Kincaid, give him credit. He somehow loaded that game film on our Huddle account. So I watched it twice today.
The championship game?
The championship game.
Because we have access to that as well.
And it's the first time that I've watched it in probably 10, 12 years. And so I was texting Gaither, Chris, while I was watching it. And I actually shared it with him through Huddle, so he started watching it. And we started texting back and forth. And, 20 years, I was a nervous wreck watching it today. I still was concerned that Patrick Sparks was going to find a way to come back and beat us, but luckily he didn't.
I think 43 points is what he finished with.
47, if I remember
47.
correctly, and I think Gaither had 38. And I talked to Mr. Cox down there, our assistant superintendent, because he was there at Breck, and he's like, it's still the best game I've ever seen in high school basketball.
That's what Don Brown says as well.
And it is absolutely the best game that I've ever been a part of. And 09 championship game was pretty close, but 01 was a little bit better because of the atmosphere was better. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I know we got 1 or 2 that's not going to be here, but a lot of those guys I haven't seen in 10, 12 years probably, or talked to in a long time. So I hope they can all make it. It'll be a lot of fun, and the night would be topped off if we can get Travis to do his part and end it with a W against a really, really good Collins team.
And a really good coach, too.
Yeah, and if we lose, at least we're losing to one of our hometown favorites in Chris, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Coach, I know we look forward to that, and as of right now, unless something changes, we will see you again after the first of the year.
You're not coming to Gatlinburg?
They don't. We don't get necessarily a per diem.
I understand. I'll have to talk to your boss.
You know who he is. Yeah. You've got connections. I know
He's
your wife really knows who he is.
Yeah, he's always been tight.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it, and we'll see you when we see you.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate
That's head coach Todd Johnston. We'll come back and wrap it up after this. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSIkids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSIkids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 48-25 in girls basketball, and a final score does come in boys basketball. The Cougar boys have fallen to Todd County Central by a final score of 49-43. I want to thank Beth Childress for sending us in those updates from Todd County High School tonight. So it's a losing night on both sides for Grayson County. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we will run down some more scores from around the region and wrap up the evening. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 48-25. We'll try to run down a couple scores for you, and we're going to take a break and come back, wrap it up, and get out of here. Final score, boys basketball, Todd County Central is a winner tonight against Grayson County by a final score of 49-43. That's the boys' final. At the end of the third quarter in boys basketball, Edmonson County all over Allen County by a final score, or by a score of 59-35. Final score in, I thought I had a final score here to bring you, but I guess I really don't. Final score, Whitesville Trinity, I know, was a winner tonight against Apollo. Some boys finals, Bethlehem's a winner, Thomas Nelson a winner, as is Washington County tonight over Bardstown. And I look through here, and that's really most of the scores that we have to bring you. In fact, I look here, one more coming in. LaRue County defeats Greene County by a final score of 72-43. Come back and wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
And someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life. Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars lose tonight by a final score of 48-25. Running down the scoring for this game for Hart County, they were led by Dia Bradley with 16 points, 8 for Kylie Adcock, 7 apiece for Kenley Christie and Haley Sturgeon, 5 for Emma Smith, and 2 apiece for Zoe Champlain and for August Neal. For Grayson County, they were led by Sydney Perkins, who finished with 6 points. Brooklyn Dennis comes away with 5 points, 4 points for Allie Jennings, 3 apiece for Reagan Cave and for Isabel Blanton. Then running out the scoring with 2 points each is Arissa Riggs and Sutton Van Meter. Lady Cougars fall to 1-4 on the season, and as of right now this second, their next game is not scheduled till December the 28th in Gatlinburg, and we will not be there in Gatlinburg that week as they will play Laverne, Alabama in the first game. And I know that over to my right here, our K105 Digital Productions crew member Cole Snyder, who is your director tonight, is a Laverne, Alabama girls basketball expert. So he will be giving us a lowdown on that, getting us ready for that game here coming up very soon. I'm sure he knows all about their mascot, their history, how many state titles they've won, and everything. He's got it. I look over to him, and he's giving me the thumbs up and everything. So he's the historian. If you see him out and about over these next couple of days, make sure you sit there and you ask him about his Laverne, Alabama history, because that's who the Lady Cougars will play 10:30 Central Time 2 weeks from today in Gatlinburg in the Game 1 of their Gatlinburg Smoky Mountain Classic down in the Smoky Mountains. They could pick up a game between now and then. If they do, we'll try to broadcast that for you. But if not, we will not be back with the Lady Cougars until January the 3rd against Owensboro. Our next broadcast, though, will be on Fridays. It'll be the 2001 recognition night as the Cougar boys will host Collins here at the Cougar Den. Official start time for that game, I believe, is 7 o'clock, so our coverage gets started about 6:40. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their work tonight. Your camera operator was Alex Cook, and your director was Cole Snyder. So on a night where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall by a final score of 48-25, this is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.